Put pasta in the blender. You haven't had something like this before. The first step is to soak the spaghetti noodles. At first, however, break it in half so that it is easier to put it in the blender and in the pot. Pour some cold water over the pasta and keep it like this for an hour to soften. After this time, place the pasta in the blender. Add 1 egg, 3 tablespoons of sugar, and half a cup of milk. Blend everything until smooth. The mixture should be runny enough to pour into the pan, but not too liquid either. Before frying, spray the pan with a little oil and spread the evenly. Pour the batter into the pan in single batches and fry for about 3 minutes on each side over medium heat until golden. The pancakes are now ready, and their texture makes them melt in your mouth. You can serve the pancakes with maple syrup or dusted them with powdered sugar. These macaroni pancakes are very delicious and unique. Pour this into a bowl of strawberries and see what happens. This fizzing foam is incredibly important. Put the strawberries in water and add 2 ingredients. Everyone will ask why your strawberries stay fresh for so long. With this trick, you'll get rid of bugs and mold spores. Usually, we just rinse strawberries with water and start enjoying them. But we should do it differently. First, get a bowl and put the strawberries in it. Prepare the first ingredient, which is vinegar. Pour some into the bowl with the strawberries. Then take baking soda and add it to the bowl as well. Don't worry, nothing bad will happen to them. The baking soda will produce a great effect. The ingredients will start to fizz vigorously, thoroughly cleaning the strawberries. The combination of baking soda and vinegar also helps prevent the fruits from molding quickly. Wait for about 15 minutes. After this time, look into the bowl and at your strawberries. You'll notice a lot of dirt in the bowl that you wouldn't have seen if you had only washed them with water. Rinse the strawberries thoroughly under running water and place them in a serving bowl. If there were any bugs in the fruit, this simple trick will get rid of them. You don't have to replace it. Just do this. Here's how to fix your blender. Don't throw it away. A cheap and easy method will make it like new. It's worth knowing that this simple trick can keep your appliance in good condition for a long time. Aluminum foil can be our lifesaver when the blender stops working properly. Just tear a few sheets of aluminum foil into smaller pieces. Then, place them in the blender jar. Now, turn on the appliance and blend the small pieces of aluminum foil. It's best to use a low speed. See the shavings that form during the sharpening process. After a moment, remove the blended foil from the blender. You can now check the blades. They will be like new. The blender will once again allow you to prepare juices, drinks, and all other products. It turns out that this solution is perfect, and there's no need to resort to replacing the entire appliance. This way, the device will serve you for a long time. Add egg yolks to Coca-Cola, and you definitely won't regret it. It's amazing. Add 2 egg yolks to a bottle of Coke. You'll see this is an extraordinary trick. Seal the bottle and gently shake it. The Coca-Cola with the yolks will start to change color. Due to the foam and yolks, it will turn a light brown. Before opening it, prepare a blender. There's already some Coke in the blender that I poured out earlier. I have a half-liter bottle of Coca-Cola. Carefully unscrew the cap to let the gas escape slowly. Once it's loosened, pour the contents into the blender. Add a large spoonful of soft butter to the Coke and yolks. Close the blender and mix the butter with the Coke and yolks. Then, add 1½ cups of flour. Add a cup of cocoa powder as well. Close the blender again and mix for 2 minutes. You can use regular cocoa or sweetened cocoa powder. Finally, add a tablespoon of baking powder. Grease a baking pan and dust it with cocoa powder. Pour the Coca-Cola batter into the pan. Preheat the oven to 185 degrees Celsius and bake for 20 minutes. It bakes quickly and always turns out great. After baking, just turn it out onto a plate, slice it, and enjoy. Bon appétit! The spaghetti spoon has a hidden function. It's incredibly useful. You'll be amazed when you find out about it. Next time you cook pasta, make sure to use it. Here's what it's all about. Most of these spoons have a peculiar hole. If your spoon has one too, you've probably wondered what it's for. Obviously, when you're cooking pasta, you can use it to scoop it out. The prongs prevent the pasta from slipping, while the hole allows water to drain. But that's not all. This hole serves another function, one that few people know about. You're about to find out. Spaghetti packaging comes in different sizes. For example, this pasta is in a 1 kilogram package. When you want to cook spaghetti, you usually eyeball the amount you need. But fortunately, it doesn't have to be that way. Spaghetti recipes typically call for about 125 grams of dry pasta per serving. If you have a kitchen scale, it's easy to weigh out this amount per person. But what if you don't have a scale? That's where this spoon comes in handy. Using this hole, you can measure out the amount of pasta that should be cooked for one person. So just scoop the spaghetti through it and cook exactly the amount that should be. If you're cooking pasta for one person, one serving is enough. If you're cooking for more people, measure out more portions using the spoon, and you're done. Try out this function next time. Check beforehand whether the hole in your spoon also measures out about 125 grams of pasta and let me know in the comments. Each side of aluminum foil has its significance. There is a matte side and a shiny side. Each has a different use. Almost everyone has aluminum foil at home, but we often don't use it according to its proper application. There are 2 ways to use foil, with the shiny side up or down. One side helps retain the temperature of the food, while the other helps reduce it. To make it easy to understand, we'll show you how to use it. When wrapping a product in aluminum foil with the matte side out, it allows heat to pass through easily and reach the inside of the package. This is helpful for preparing potatoes on the grill. Wrap the potatoes in foil with the matte side up. Repeat this for the number of potatoes you want to cook. The potato will be perfectly cooked and not burnt. On the other hand, use the shiny side up to wrap a sandwich for work or food that will be stored in the fridge. Did you know that each side of the foil has a different application? Scratched plates can be restored with a simple home trick. Before you stash them at the back of the cupboard and invest in new dishes, you should try this method. You might not realize it, but toothpaste is an excellent remedy for removing scratches, not only from plates and similar dishes, but also from cutlery. Toothpaste has numerous cleaning properties that can be utilized in various ways. To remove scratches from a plate using toothpaste, you'll first need a toothbrush. Squeeze some toothpaste onto the brush and then rub it into the scratched area. Scrub the plate in circular motions to gently smooth out the uneven surface. Once you're done, wipe off the toothpaste with a paper towel. Your plates will look as good as new. With this trick, you'll never have to throw away scratched dishes again.